Today we're going to take a look at 3 sets of the Mandalorian Gauntlets. 2 of these sets are from the Mandalorian series, 1 of them is from Boba Fett. All of these are produced by Disney, available previously from the Disney store, or ShopDisney I think it's called. Some of these are no longer in production, some of these are the old ones, so you might be able to find them cheap on eBay. Some of them, I mean, to be honest, the starting price on these is about £20 to £25, and ShopDisney likes to do a couple of discounts. The new version, brand new version, out this year, only just released, in line with Season 3 of The Mandalorian, was 20% off on ShopDisney as well. So if you're interested, get yourself down there. There are some differences in these 3. Do a quick look through and a quick how they look. First starting point, which is actually quite big on screen, is big old 5+, which is frankly insulting. These are absolutely fine for an adult. You know, they're a little snug, but they fit. So we'll do a quick look at the older versions first. We've got the Boba Fett gauntlets here. These are quite beefy. This one on its own does nothing, if I'm honest. There's no electronics in it. There's nothing I found that fires. This is just for looks. And yeah, it looks okay. But that's it. There's nothing else to it. This is massive, and it's actually quite heavy. So how they think, I mean, a 5-year-old is not going to lift their arm wearing this. But yeah, it's okay. Again, there are some electronics. I haven't replaced the batteries, but basically in here you have these little capsules that you fire, and the capsules have got a little mythosaur on there, and in theory you pull that back and it doesn't work. Half the time it doesn't work. This is rubbish. It's a rubbish toy. I don't like it. Right, let's try that again with just one in. Nope, rubbish. Rubbish. Okay, as with the Book of Boba Fett, another letdown. The next one that we need to take a look at is the much more fun Mando armour. Now this is the original gauntlet that they released, I think, with Season 2. I really like these. As a 2, they come together like that. And there's a little button here. Ooh. Now, I actually debated originally cutting this off because I was debating making a cheap Mando cosplay. So these hook through here. It is snug. Best way to do it, I've found, is to quiet down. Get your wrist in, and as you can see, it only just makes the narrowest bit. But you can get it in. You can get it on your wrist. So I'll show you in a minute anyway what they look like on. But that's okay. You know, the colouring's not quite right. It's clearly a toy grey, but it's okay. And that little electronic feature is pretty good. Like I said, I was going to cut this off so you still had the lights and the electronics there. But I probably won't do that because now they've got the Season 3 ones. But before we move on to those, now this is absolutely beautiful. The whistling birds. Ooh, that felt a bit extreme. So you've got 3 buttons for 3 darts. I'm not going to fire all 3 now. If you want to see all 3 of these being fired, link here to a video of me trying to shoot them while wearing a Mandalorian helmet, where your aim is significantly hampered. But yeah, you know, again, this broadly fits on an adult wrist. What I debated from a cosplay point of view was potentially a repaint, but that aside, getting some foam and creating, you know, the underside that would just fold over, or that you could slide your arm into. I also debated the possibility of gluing 2 of the, like, take off these clasp bits and then gluing the 2 together, which isn't something I've ruled out, to be honest, because I think that would look pretty good. I think it'd probably be a bit snug in the arm though, that's the only thing. So I think these ones I'm probably going to turn into a cosplay piece, and I think I'm going to go with the EVA foam, EVA foam, across here so that it folds over and I can slide my arm in and then I'll be there. But this is great. No electronics in the whistling birds on this. It is just a dart firer, so 3 darts, 3 buttons. You can press all 3 together and all 3 will go, or you can press them individually. So yeah, it's great. But the one I really wanted to look at was this beauty. So this is the Season 3 version of the gauntlets. Now already the first thing I'm noticing is both of these are actually significantly lighter than these. This has got an electronic tag on it, so there's clearly electronics in here, but the weight difference on these, size-wise, they look about the same actually. But yeah, weight-wise, this one's super light, this one's much heavier. And I don't know if that's a pro or a con yet. So, I haven't looked into this at all yet, but take off that, let's see what we get. Oh no, turned it off. So on and off button at the bottom. Oh, you just get lights. Here, where that's flashing, is a spot for one of these darts as well. So just so you know, that doesn't push and flush, doesn't stay in like that. It pops partially out and then fire. So that's okay, and then it's got the light going. I much prefer that, and in terms of a kind of cosplay point of view, I now don't need to do anything to mess around with this. This is the one that really caught my eye though. So let's take the old electronics off this. Again, you've got your on-off button at the back. Real nice shine to it. I'll compare it to a Mando helmet in a second, but I think they've done a much better job on the paint job here. But fine. So button in the middle here. Oh, that's real nice. So that's cool. So press it once and it arms the whistling birds. It does it in sequence, which is awesome, and then press it a second time. That's so cool. I absolutely love that. So for a cosplay piece, again, bear in mind, so this is £20, give or take. Yeah, awesome. Even if you just leave it, I wonder if it's got a timeout. Look at that, it's beautiful. If they'd done this on the one where it fired the rockets, that would have been perfect. Maybe that's what they're going to do for the Season 4 variant. But so far, it doesn't look like it's going to time out. Right, well, these have been on for at least a minute now, so it doesn't look like they actually have a built-in timeout. So again, from a cosplay point of view, you could have these activated for however long you wanted. Perfect, really. Amazing. I love it. Big fan. So, just to give you the comparison of the new ones versus the Mando armour, it's not perfect, but that's pretty damn close to how his paint looks. It's a bit dirtier on these, they've kind of scuffed it up a bit more, but that's very close to the Mando metallic finish, much closer than this. You know, you could see here, instant difference. This is a toy, no two ways about it. This could well be, you know, a proper bit of cosplay. So, I'll show you what they look like on. Wakanda forever! These look fantastic. So much fun. Interestingly, while I was trying these on, something that I did notice is I wonder if Disney have perhaps realised that the market for these gauntlets isn't the 5+ that they're aiming on the box, but rather more the adult toy collector or toy aficionado, cosplayer, whatever you want to be. And the reason I say that is because I think they've actually added extra fabric into here. These were super easy to get on. In the originals, there's much less fabric. I don't know, we can't really tell. These are really hard. The original ones from the season 1 or 2 line are really hard to get on for an adult. If you've got like a hoodie on or something, you're not going to get one of these on your wrist, whereas this, I was able to get my arm in without having to unhook it, and that was awesome. So I think Disney have realised that maybe they need to make these wearable for adults and children. So there you have it, guys. As far as I'm aware, these are pretty much the 3 main sets that are available. There is a new Boba Fett version available, but I'm not going to bother with that. These things are okay. I got these cheap secondhand. I wouldn't recommend getting the Boba Fett ones unless you're absolutely determined to do a Boba Fett cheap cosplay. If I want to do a Mando one, I'm absolutely going to get these, and these were, like I say, cheap on Shop Disney. They're available now. They've only just dropped in line with season 3. Get them while they're hot. All right.